Yo everyone, what is going on? Welcome to episode number 4 of my 8-week cut. And first things first, that weigh-in this morning was just so annoying. Like, my last 3 weigh-ins have actually gone up. So on Tuesday I was 76.9 kg, yesterday I was 77.3, and today I was 77.5. So yeah, it just goes to show how unreliable the scales can be, because I have been like 10 out of 10 consistent with training and nutrition. I've been getting loads of steps in as well this week. So I don't know, it's just important not to place too much emphasis on it, but when you do see that number going up, you're just like, ugh. But yeah, today is going to be a full day of eating, and I'm actually really excited to show you kind of the things I do to stay within my calories, to hit my protein, and just to make this cut as easy as possible. And the first thing that I do is I intermittent fast. So every morning I wake up at approximately 8:30, and I do not eat until 12 o'clock. And the main reason that I do that is because I'm literally never hungry in the morning. But that was not always the case. So ever since January of this year, I began to intermittent fast, and at the beginning, it was kind of hard, I have to say. Like, I used to wake up hungry, and it just used to be weird not eating my breakfast until 12 o'clock. But as the weeks went on, my body adapted, and then I just started to wake up not being hungry whatsoever. So yeah, every morning I wake up now and just have a cup of coffee, a bottle of water, and I might have a can of Monster or something like that in an hour or two, just to get me through until that 12 o'clock mark. And I do want to say that, you know, you do not have to intermittent fast, and you should only really do it if it suits you. But I just like the idea of it because I like the idea of saving most of my calories for later on in the day. So I kind of look at it as in getting, you know, the hard part out of the way now, as in fasting now, not eating at all, so I can just eat as normally from 12 o'clock onwards. Okay, so it is just after 12 o'clock and meal 1 is about to go down. So I am going to have an omelette. I use 2 eggs, 2 egg whites, mushrooms, spinach, ham. I am going to have a slice of toast and some ketchup as well. And we are done. And as a little dessert after breakfast, I'm gonna have some of this protein sludge with Cocoa Pops. So basically how you make this is that you add some whey protein to a bowl. So I added 20 grams of whey protein to a bowl. Then I added 20 mils of water. I mixed them both together, and then I put it in the freezer for approximately 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, I took it out and added some Cocoa Pops. And as you can see here, it looks and tastes delicious. Okay, so it is 22 minutes past 2, and I spent the last 30 minutes or so writing a blog about intermittent fasting, and that blog is coming to my website very, very soon. I'm just waiting for my website guy to get it up and running. But anyway, I'm gonna start getting ready to go to the gym, but before I do, I have prepared myself a snack. So we have 150 grams of banana, and I've sprinkled some cinnamon on top, and I just find this combo is so nice. Like, I have a sweet tooth, and I find that it helps with that big time. And this snack is really high in carbs, so that will benefit me big time because it is leg day today. Yo everyone, what is going on? So before I get stuck into this voiceover, I do want to say that my battery unfortunately died after the first 2 exercises, so I was not able to record my full workout, which is a shame actually, because I do abs as well at the end of my leg days, and that was a topic that I was going to touch on, but it's okay. I will touch on it in a future video because I do have some important points to make about abs and my ab training. So as you can see, the first exercise that I did was squats, and this is an exercise that I will be tracking over the course of my 8-week cut, and there are 2 things that I want to touch on here. So number 1 is that you can see I'm using a little ledge to elevate my heels, and I actually don't usually do this. I haven't done it in a few weeks, but I forgot my squat shoes, and squat shoes have an elevated heel, so in the absence of those, this little ledge is elevating my heels for me. And point number 2 is that you can see I am pausing for 1 second at the bottom of each rep, and I do this because I actually suffer from groin pain on squats, but I find that when I pause for a second at the bottom of each rep, that this groin pain literally goes away. So that is what I am doing, and that is how I am going to make progress on squats whilst staying away from injury. And as you can see here, I am squatting 110 kg for sets of 6, and I actually think I'm going to stick with 110 until I can do sets of 7, and then I'll move up to 112.5 kg. And believe it or not, actually, this is the first time I've programmed squats into my workouts in a long time. It must be a couple of years. So back when I did powerlifting, I was literally squatting like 3 or 4 days a week, and I got so sick of it. I grew this hatred for squats. So I'm actually just happy now that they're back in there, and I'm actually enjoying them, because at the end of the day, enjoying your workouts and the exercises that you are doing is the main thing. And then after the squat, I moved on to the Romanian deadlift, and this is also an exercise that I will be tracking over the duration of my cut. And you will also see here that I am pausing for 1 second at the bottom of each rep, but it is not for the same reason as the squat. So I just find when it comes to me, if I do a really quick tempo on the RDL, I start to feel it less and less in my hamstrings, and I start to feel it more in my lower back. So pausing at the bottom of each rep and just slowing the tempo down in general allows me to create a stronger mind-muscle connection, with my hamstrings during this exercise, and I feel I just get a lot more out of it. So that is the reason that I am pausing at the bottom of each rep here, and I am lifting 120 kg for sets of 8, and I think I am going to work up to sets of 10 on this weight before increasing the weight again. Okay, so I am back from the gym, and it is time for my post-workout meal. And the great thing about how I set up my day in terms of meals is that I have my breakfast at like 12 o'clock, I have that snack before I go to the gym, and then there's another big gap where I do not eat. So it just means that, when I come home in the evening time after the gym, I still have a massive chunk of calories to eat. So I just can have like really big meals. So this is what I've cooked up fresh out of the oven. We have a fake away taco fries that I got from Kerrigan's. It looks unbelievable. I've never had this before, so I cannot wait to try it. And I also have some carrot and parsnip mash as well. Okay, taste test. Let's go. I'm gonna put some Frank's hot sauce on the carrot and parsnip mash as well. Post dinner treat. I literally got 1 Easter egg for Easter. I went with the Yorkie one because I just much prefer the Nestle eggs to the Cadbury ones. I know that is a controversial opinion, but yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I've literally just been stealing my brother's in small amounts so he doesn't notice, but I put it in the freezer, and it is time to open it now. This is better than any package I've ever got. Ooh, okay, let's go. And the only downfall about having Easter egg and just chocolate in general as a snack is that it is so calorie dense. So I've measured it out, and 38 grams equals 200 calories, and that is what I'm having. So let's see what 38 grams is. Okay. Oh, no. That's alright. Alright, so it is 9 o'clock. Myself and Rach are walking to the shop, getting our steps in, and then I'm going to go home and have a meal. So I'll see you there. And protein porridge is going down. So I use 40 grams of oats. I use 60 grams of whey protein because my protein was a little bit low today, and I use 20 grams of marshmallows as well. Let's see if we can mix it in. This is so good. I was actually afraid when I started my cut that I wouldn't be able to fit this in, but I literally fit it in every day. Okay, so I'm just about to have my final meal of the day. Let me show you what it is. So it is going to be a full bag of microwave popcorn that will be going in here eventually, and I have a packet of wine gums as well, the tangy ones. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video up there, but before I do, I'm gonna display my final calories and protein on screen now, and I don't really pay attention to my carbs and fats, but I will display them on screen as well. Okay, that is that. Myself and Rach are off to watch Season 4, Episode 4 of Peaky Blinders, so I will see you next week.